The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Liberty Flames, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll run it from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Slater. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Flames are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Houck. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And the Flames will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Looking for space, it's Brock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Henry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
No, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Right down the middle. On target to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hout. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the big fella. He's out past the 35. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
and throw off the RPO. Open space at the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Snagged out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The toss to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Hout. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Slater. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Copeland. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Flames with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Hout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Flames will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Yankee blue, green 25.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air. It's St. Clair. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that.
Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. And the ball is loose on the return. On the move out of the end zone.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your FAU Owls will take over. 1st and 10.
Ready to fire from the pistol.
Music now. Ready. Dog.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brock. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Buys a little time with his feet. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Hout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Byers on the move. He's open on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Copeland. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Flames are in the hurry up. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Copeland. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Houck. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dickens. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to run it in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. 23, Liberty 7. The Flames will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll give it to the back. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
With the catch, it's Young. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Flames want to crank the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it in the middle, it's Dickens. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Houck. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Liberty! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They're down just 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got him, and nobody's close. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Handoff from the gun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go right back to him. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
To the air, it's Hout. Makes the grab, it's Copeland. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Now sliding to his left. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. And the Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hout. Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Second down, they'll go to the air. Big fella moving. They will score! Touchdown, Flames!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late.
42, Spider.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. They're working that left side. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Making side adjustments here. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Terrell. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Give to the running back. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Raise 27, jump.
They go to the ground.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So does this defense just want to give the offense more chances? That is a costly penalty that gives the O 1st and goal.